All right, welcome to the unboxing of the Charles Schwab debit card. This is another one of my wife's cards that I'm doing. The other one was a Chase Ink Preferred card. Let's get into the unboxing of this card. And this is a really great card to have. Even though it's not a credit card, I think it is the best debit card you could get. So we're gonna open this up. We're gonna slide that to the side. I just wanna cover up the address. You can see my zip code, that's fine. So let's start from the back. The Charles Schwab Bank Visa Debit Card Agreement. So these are the terms of the card. The reason why I love this card so much is because there are 0 ATM fees everywhere in the world. So no matter what ATM you go to, it'll be 0 fees. So it may be $5 wherever it is, but then they reimburse you. And if you want to learn more about this card, I have a link over here. You can learn exactly how to get this card. I give more information, as well as how to get a free $100 from my referral link. Unfortunately, I don't receive any compensation from that referral link. It's just for the person who signs up, and it usually comes like 4 to 6 weeks later. So here's just all of the information regarding the debit card. And I don't recommend this being your primary bank account, although it can be, but it's great for travel. If you're going to travel internationally or even domestically, it acts as a buffer account. So you could have your main account, it could be Chase or whatever. Let's say you have a Chase checking account, and you could transfer funds through your Charles Schwab account from your Chase account for free. So every time we go on a trip, I'll transfer about $1,000 or so to our Charles Schwab account, and then it acts as a buffer. So if you were to take your debit card on your trip, and if it gets lost or stolen, they're not going to wipe out your whole bank account that you have in your primary account. Let's say it's a Chase account. So it's a good buffer for when you travel. And all this is just going through our notices and talking about the fees or lack of fees with going to ATMs and how you're reimbursed. So we'll leave that over here. And here is some other benefits that you get. So as I mentioned before, I think the main benefit is 0 ATM fees, 0 foreign transaction fees. If you do decide to use this card abroad, which I don't think is a good idea, you're better off using a credit card that has no foreign transaction fee when you're traveling abroad. And then this is mainly what we use just to get cash. So if we're ever in another country, we don't have to worry about having a large amount of cash on us to exchange at some shady black market street dealers selling cash, which I've done before in places like Peru, and it's not fun. It's very shady, especially when they have like a gun or machete on them. This, you just go right to the ATM and you get the money at the official exchange rate. You don't have to worry about exchanging money at high rates, like at the airport even, or anything like that. So you just get the money out of the account in the currency of the country you're in, and no worries there. And there are other benefits with this card, such as purchase security. So it's letting you know about the different purchase security benefits, as well as price protection. It's very rare that you see debit cards that have this. So this benefit is limited to $1,000 a year per cardholder. You might not be able to see that because it's really small print, but at least it's pretty good that it has price protection. And it also has travel accident insurance as well. So if you lose both your hands or both feet, you're insured up to 100%. That's really good to know. Yeah, as well as travel and emergency assistance services. So, you know, this is completely free, this card. I think everybody should have it. It's free to apply. The only caveat to getting this card is that it does do a hard pull. So you will get an inquiry on your report for getting the Charles Schwab card, but honestly, it's worth it because this is forever, this card. You're gonna have this forever for every country that you go to. Anytime you're traveling out of state, you never have to worry about the ATM fees or trying to find the bank that's in your network. So This is the card that you want to keep forever. So let me just cover up. So you get unlimited rebates of ATM fees. That's their term for saying that there's no ATM fees, no foreign transaction fees, travel insurance, as I mentioned, fraud alerts, and they have great customer service as well. Even though the debit card is called a Schwab Bank High Yield Investor Checking Account, you don't have to invest any money. They don't have any minimums of the amount of money that you have to put in the bank account. There's no fees, no maintenance fees, no nothing. It's just a very easy, straightforward card. The only downside that I mentioned before is that you get a hard inquiry. So here's the card. Let me pull this out. Here's the card. Own your tomorrow. So this is plastic as well. Nice white design, little checker boxes, kind of matches the chip, makes it feel secure, that you have a secure debit card that has a lot of benefits that even some credit cards don't even have, like with travel protection, purchase protection. So this is, this is the Charles Schwab bank card that I highly recommend everybody get. And as I mentioned before, if you want to learn more about this card, I go through the whole application process as well as more in depth on the benefits. You could click over here to get more information on this card. Let me know in the comments below if you have this card. I think every traveler, and even if you don't travel, every person in general should have the Charles Schwab debit card. See ya.